Carl. It's good to be with you this morning.
A lot of guessing about what this speech is going to be about. Some criticism saying it could be yet another pivot to jobs, something he's tried to do several times. What do you think?
Well, I think that's exactly the thing to look for, not what he says today, but what he's saying tomorrow and a week from today. The president, when he's talking about private sector jobs, if that's what he talks about today, that's what he ought to be talking about. And then he ought to keep talking about it until we get some. Full-time private sector jobs should be the #1 domestic economic goal right now. And I think this calculates somewhere in the area of a dozen times that the president's gone to jobs and then he immediately goes back to higher taxes, higher utility bills, uncertain health care, the kinds of things that hold jobs back.
Do you think, I mean, we're a business channel. We talk about stocks all day, Senator. Does he need to reference where the Dow is and the fact that we are at record levels?
Well, I think, you know, when you reference that, then you look at all kinds of analysis as to why that is, and almost no analysis is based on the economy growing like we'd want it to. It's lots of money coming in and low interest rates and lots of other things. If I was the president, I'd try to say all I could about good things that were happening in the economy and indicators of good things. But more importantly, I'd tell the administration, let's stick with this time. This just can't be another pivot that we immediately pivot back to things that hold jobs and economic opportunity back.
Yes, Senator, staying with the economy, do you think the better choice to succeed Ben Bernanke is Larry Summers or Janet Yellen?
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to be allowed to make that choice, probably not be advised on that choice, but it's going to be important who does that job and how they do it, and how eventually we wean the economy away from the false impact every month of $85 billion new dollars coming the Fed just creates. And that has all kinds of ramifications, and every time they suggest they might back away from it, that has ramifications too. So who can figure out how to get to a better place than we are now with the Fed, I think.
Let me put it this way. Would either of those two candidates receive a yes vote as far as you're concerned through the nomination process?
Well, I'd like to hear what they have to say, but I know Larry Summers very well, and I know Yellen less well. Let's see what they have to say and how they go through this process.